My woodworking journey began as a child when I discovered a Shopsmith Mark II built in the 50s in my parents' garage. Dust covered with stuff, but my love for woodworking began there. Started building things for my mom, things that she still has in her house and still uses on a daily basis. I truly loved working with wood. The funny thing is, when I started doing shop class, it was looked down upon. Most people figured if you were doing woodworking in shop, it was because you weren't smart enough to get into college, and basically you were headed nowhere. The funny thing is, nowadays, everything is made on an assembly line, very rarely in the United States, mostly in China, and very rarely is it ever made out of real wood. But it's something that's so pleasing when you can actually build something, piece by piece, put it together, and it fits just right. I take a lot of pride in knowing that each piece that leaves my workshop has physically been through my hands. I know I'm a dinosaur. The production is not fast enough to mass produce and make a killing on. And when you tell somebody how much it costs, they'll turn around and say, well, I could order something on Amazon or go to Walmart and get something for less. But there's a lot to be said for when you build a dresser and 30 or 40 years later, it's still together. I challenge somebody to buy something at Walmart and think they can pass it down. Each joint is hand cut, basically eyeballed, and fit custom for each piece. No two will be exactly identical because they're all handcrafted. Woodworking for me, I guess, in a way, is selfish because as I think of my own mortality, I don't know how much time I have here, but as long as I have built pieces, and if I build them long enough to last, then my legacy will forever go on. And maybe, just maybe, somebody will look at a piece and say, I remember Mark Holmes, and he built that with his two hands for me.
The new ship hypercellulizer shows long subtle comfort. The cellularizes clean lips and aligns longer facial hair. Enjoy less starting and going. Then rinse and repeat. In 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, that's up to you. Ship Hydro.
Woods able to get a first down. It's two. Talk more about these wide receivers, Aaron.
Yeah, and how they're blocking. Austin Blake, the center for the Rams, said, we don't play with a fullback. So you see Robert Woods out there, Cooper Kupp, they're a fullback in our offense. And the way they go down the field and block for these guys, Austin Blake saying the wide receivers are just invaluable. And you don't see that with a lot of wide receivers out there throughout the league, Troy.
You don't see it with guys who run routes as good as they do and are as prominent as they are as receivers. I mean,
I've been doing this for 45 years. And the funny thing is, people will say, you created something beautiful. But somebody once said to me, I didn't create it. The beauty was always there. I just helped uncover it. I probably could have made more money working in an office behind a desk or being a supervisor or doing something different than woodworking. But nothing would satisfy me as much as building and creating. This toy truck right here, when Michael was probably maybe 3 years old, maybe 4, I did a craft fair. I had met this guy who worked at a jewelry store, but I had built a few of these toy trucks, and he thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread because monster trucks were really big then. And so he said, we're going to sell these at craft shows. And I built 100 of these. This toy, I literally built. No kid plays with toys anymore. But I built this, and I built like 100 of them. And here it is, 25 years later. I keep this in my workshop to kind of remind me of my roots. I get a lot of joy out of actually building stuff out of wood. And the crazy thing about it is sometimes you'll forget some of the things that you've done, that you built, or projects and stuff. And when you see them later, sometimes you look back and it's amazement, because it's like, I built that. And it's like, it's almost like disbelief that you can't believe that you actually did that. So, those of you who end up getting something that I built, let me thank you for supporting me. And understand, a lot went into what I did between you ordering it and you getting it. And understand, a piece of me goes with each one of these pieces. Good night, y'all.